The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Shawn.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning and happy Tuesday. It's July. Happy July. It's the 5th of July and we are 2 minutes early. We're just perky today. It's 5:28.
We're ready to go. We had to turn on our mics.
Yeah.
It's like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah. I did something bad with my girlfriend the other day.
What?
Yeah. So we're living together right now. She's working from home up here for a week and some. And so usually when we spend a lot of time together, it's over holidays. It's non-working time. Right. And so our schedules are different. During working time, I get up around 3:50 or so. And then I just kind of do my own thing. And then I come to work, whereas she gets up closer to 7:30. Whatever it may be.
Like a normal human does, yep.
Exactly. And so I was like, do I say goodbye to her? What do I do? Kind of thing. And so house in right now, I take the dogs out at 4 a.m. and then I bring the dogs back in, put them away, and then she texts me and she's like, hey, can you just put this one dog in her crate? I want to get a nice sound, like couple hours of sleep. And she texted me when I was outside. So then like 5 minutes later, when I come back in, I go upstairs. I'm like, oh, she just texted me 5 minutes ago. I'm just going to go say goodbye. Have a great sleep. And then I'll leave for work. Well, she already fell back asleep.
And you woke her back up?
And
you didn't
so
notice?
Yeah. Well, let me just tell you a little something else. This is another secret here for everyone in the 5 o'clock hour. My girlfriend has earplugs in. She has an eye mask on.
No.
She has the whole shebang for sleeping going on, so she can't see or hear. And then so I walked in. She was like kind of turned over a little bit, and I didn't know if she was like kind of awake. So I just kind of like kind of softly touched her shoulder and was just like, hey, good night. And I went to go kiss her, and she's just like, I was like, well, you're sleeping, weren't you? Sorry, see you later. Have a nice day. Won't do that again. I'll just write that one down.
Do not do that again.
5 a.m. Confessions.
This is a safe space here, right?
Yeah, we're sharing a lot of safe stuff around here.
Thank you. Okay. I have to tell you that I am a bit of a diva.
Okay.
And I went to film a video last week with one of our sales girls, and she's amazing. And she took 2 hours out of her day to help me film this video.
Yep.
And I went to like edit it, and I just didn't love the way I looked at it.
Of course.
So I enlisted my husband yesterday.
Wow.
For 2 hours of his day to go back and refilm the video.
I'm not surprised. Color me not surprised.
You think you knew I was a diva?
A little bit.
Wow, I was trying to like really bare my soul here, and you're just like, you're not telling us anything new.
Well, at least to me, maybe to everyone else. But yeah, I get it. And you want to look good.
Yeah, and I just like, I don't know. My husband knows the right angles. He's been an Instagram husband for a while. He's got it down.
He gets on his back. He gets on his knees for all the right angles. He stands up on that rock and gets the above shot. He knows what to do.
He does. Like, he is impressive. And I don't know if you know, but it was like 26 yesterday afternoon. It was very hot. And I kept leaving him on this trail to go and get another bike for him to film me riding.
My.
And he just happily sat there.
He's like, Steph, can we go inside? You're like, no, we must get the shot again.
Please, can I have some water?
My girlfriend and I are house sitting for a friend this week and another week or so. And we moved in on Saturday, and we have just made contact with our neighbors in just like the weirdest ways.
Why? What's happening?
So I think we moved in on Saturday. And on Saturday, once we got settled in, moved everything around, it was a beautiful day outside, and we decided to do an outdoor workout in their backyard. Mm-hmm. And so we were just like working out, and it was warm. It probably got up to like 24 or so. And so we're just sweating, and then we're just, I don't know, like we're on the ground just doing workouts and lifting weights, whatever. And then like the neighbors are just on like the deck, like looking over. We just like look over and we're just like, hey, and like, I don't know if our friend let the neighbors know that new people were moving in, but all of a sudden there's just two strangers just like doing a workout, sweaty in the backyard.
Well, they're probably like, oh my gosh, there's that guy from the trail that's always looking into our backyards. He finally found one to be invited into.
Maybe. So that was one of the neighbors. And then just yesterday, in the afternoon, I was going to shave my head. And so instead of doing it inside, getting hair everywhere, I just set up like kind of like a station outside on the grass.
Shawn, these weird encounters are your fault.
Well, I was just shaving my head out. I was being responsible so I didn't get the inside all hairy.
Yeah.
And then I was just shaving the head and I was about halfway done. And now the other neighbor comes out on their deck and I'm like looking down at the ground, kind of getting my head all good. And then I hear some walking on the footsteps. I'm like, oh, is that like Allie on my deck?
Yeah.
I was like, no. I look over to the neighbor's deck. I'm just like, hey, half a head of hair, just like, I'm your new neighbor.
Yeah, I feel like Marty's going to get home and they're going to be like, you had the weirdest people staying at your house. Let me tell you, they're working out in a heat wave, just grunting like crazy. Then they're having themselves a haircut. Don't they know you should go to a barber for that? Yeah, this is not going to go well for you, Shawn. Start being normal. Just barbecue out there. Say hi when you're doing that.
Yeah, maybe I'll just give him some food. Give him some food and be like, look, I'm normal.
I don't think I would take the food from you, Mr. Hairy Man. Okay. Hairy, sweaty man.
If you're someone who loves the free coffee and the free coffee cards that you get from McDonald's, listen up.
Oh, dear.
Because we had this about how long ago?
Probably like 3 months ago, I think.
3 months ago, somewhere around there, there was some sort of story coming out saying the cards, the rewards cards that you physically get on the cups were going to end, and then almost a frenzy set in of just buying free coffees.
Yes, because I have about 50 of those. I collect them and never remember to bring them with me. And you almost sent me buying coffee for the office for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then we discovered that it was all a hoax. You were incorrect, reading some sort of...
throwing this on me?
Yeah, you came up with the idea that it was ending, and it was like, what kind of credible news guy are you coming up with fake news?
Wow, well, maybe that was like inside information of something to come just down the line, because I think it's official now. Starting next month, they're not going to be dishing out those physical stickers and those physical cards. It's going to end.
That's terrible news.
But... you can still use your already filled out cards until December of 2023. So you have a year and a half to use your filled out cards.
Now, what are they saying, though? Is it like you can just collect points on the app, or?
Yeah, that's essentially the route that they're going. They don't want you to like kind of double dip on your loyalty kind of cards, so you can only do the dipping on the online version.
But what about people who don't have the app?
Too bad.
Yeah, I know, but this is what makes me sad, and it's not just McDonald's. It's all over everyone. The place. You know, we're all going onto our phones, but I just feel sad for folks who don't have smartphones.
True.
And folks who are older than us, you know, like I look at my grandparents and I'm like, they love going out for their seniors coffee and getting their, you know, 7th coffee free. And that's like a nice little boost for them and a joy-filled morning. And to think like they don't have a cell phone, they have a landline. They're definitely not going to be getting one anytime soon, probably before the end of their lives. And now we're at this place where it's just like, unless you have a smartphone, you're not getting any of the coupons anymore. You're not getting any of the deals anymore. And in fact, we don't really have real menus anymore. You scan this QR code and it's like, but there's other people. It's not just the folks that are all staring at their phones during dinner, you know?
Yeah. Look at you getting all fired up.
I'm sorry. It makes me so sad.
This is great.
Lisa, we have good news for you this morning.
Oh, okay.
So you have been crowned the Community Champion of the Month.
Oh, that's so cool. What does that mean?
Good question. Well, I'll tell you what. We put out a call out there. We're doing this all throughout the year. We have one champion per month, and it's just citizens in and around the RMWB nominating people who they think are absolutely fantastic in the sports world that we have here. And your name came up a whole bunch of times, and we'll read off a couple of things of what people had to say, but we're awarding you with a $50 gift card to Direct Workwear and a $200 Visa gift card because you are an absolute bright spot in our community.
Well, thank you. That's so cool.
You're so welcome. So here's some of the things that people said. Lisa Broom has helped the volleyball sport community for several years. She has coached volleyball at the Christian School for 5 years and has been coaching peak volleyball for 4 years. Not only has she helped the Christian School volleyball program, but she has coached in the Thunder volleyball group for 3 years. She's always encouraging, always willing to volunteer to help out with the sports community. That's from Joanna. Also heard from Mark. Great coach. She always encourages me and others to do our best. Kim said, every kid that trains with Lisa becomes a better teammate, community member, and athlete.
There's a lot of entries here, Lisa, on how great you are in the sports community. So we just want to thank you for everything that you do.
Oh, wow. I'm touched. That is really special. Thank you.
You're so welcome. So you are the Wood Buffalo Sports Connection Community Champion of the Month.
Nice.
Girlfriend and I are house sitting for this week, and she has a cleaning standard that is, I think, above anyone else's. It might match yours.
Is she one of those Go Clean Co people?
100%.
Then absolutely she does. Now, has she always been a cleaning standard kind of person, or did the Go Clean Co change her life completely and she's now a cleaning phenom?
So I think she was always on the road. She was always a 10, and then Go Clean Co came along, and then she became like a 15, like beyond the chart. The chart doesn't exist of where she is now.
I love it.
And so that's where she's at. She's blowing off the charts with how clean she likes things to be. I'm sitting at around a 6, maybe.
Yep.
And this place that we moved into, probably around a 4 or 5 for the cleaning charts.
Okay.
Just for house sitting and everything. And so when we get in there, we're about to go do laundry. Just the other night, do a load of laundry. And she's like, oh, there's no way I can wash my clothes in this. She's like, there is no way. I got to drain the filter. I got to clean the inside tube. It's a front loader. And so it has all that thing. She's like, I got to bleach this. I got to do this and that. I'm just like, Allie, are you okay? Like, we can wash our clothes in here. It's perfectly fine. She's like, no.
I feel like, I mean, unless she has a front loader at home, she probably was like, they did so many stories on Go Clean Co about how to clean this washer. I got to see if they're right.
Yeah. And so it was hilarious. So I brought this story up to the office yesterday, and then all of a sudden all these heads are peeking around, and they're like, sorry, what is she doing? I'm like, yeah, we're house sitting. So we're just doing like this and that. And then like, you probably heard of Go Clean Co. It's been around for like 3 years, 4 years. And they're just like, no, you peek your head around and you're just like, yep. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Like, the people in the office must not be on Instagram because Go Clean Co overtook it and overtook the stores.
Yeah.
Like, everybody else in Fort McMurray is on the train. You couldn't find Tide powdered laundry detergent for months on end. Borax was a non-starter. Like, and it's still hard sometimes to find those Javex cleaning brushes. Like, Go Clean Co is life.
Okay, I got sent out with a cleaning list yesterday to go buy supplies.
Yeah.
Rubber gloves, whatever that brush is that you just brought up right there. Powdered Tide, which there's only like 3 boxes left, and bleach. And that's what I had to bring home before we could like do things.
Yeah, water, bleach, Tide. Anything else, you get an ambulance ride. That's the Go Clean Co way.
I will say, though, this is like a side hustle for my girlfriend and I. So if you want us to house sit, she will be like just annoyed with how not clean it is. So if you want cleaning and house sitting at the same time, we can work something out. America Day yesterday, July 4th. Happy birthday. And going along with that is one of the most prestigious events across the entire world.
It's not the Macy's Day Parade.
The Macy's? No, it's the annual hot dog eating contest.
I was looking for a prestigious event. Okay, hot dog eating. Let's go.
Peak athlete Joey Chestnut. He is just an unreal human. He can do things no one else can, like eating eating a lot of hot dogs.
Peak athlete.
And
All
what
right.
what I mean by this is in 10 minutes last year, he broke his own record and he ate 76 hot dogs in 10 minutes last year.
I don't even understand. Like, where did they go? Are they sure that he put them in his tummy? Because it feels like he put them in his shirt. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, because they dunk it in water and they have a whole technique on how they just swallow. I don't know. It's
gross.
It's wild. So then a lot of people bet on this as well online. Real life money. They bet on this. And Vegas said an over under. So is he going to eat over 75 or under 75 hot dogs? That's what they set it at right there. And what do you think? Do you think he went over under? Do you think he broke his record from last year?
I think he's an overachiever. I would guess he went over.
He didn't. He went under. He only ate 63, but still won by like 20.
He only ate 63 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the next closest guy was like 43.
Whoa.
So
how did he even get in the competition if he knew he was going to lose that bad?
I don't know. I think people just think they can beat him and then they don't.
How do you practice for this? Do you have to start like eating 43 hot dogs in a sitting every day leading up to the competition?
Yeah,
or?
what's the training like? And he's not an overly large person. He's kind of in shape a little bit, so he must have a routine.
Must.
I mean, I'm not going to say he's in shape, but he looks good. I'll say he looks good.
Sure.
He looks good. But this wasn't the only competition. They've added on to the competition. So there was a women's hot dog eating contest, and I think her name's Miko. She ate 40.
Wow.
And so she won. Miko Sadu. She ate 40 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes. So she won the women's. Like, I don't even think I can do this in a week.
No, definitely not. You would, like, I feel like after about the fourth hot dog in any number of days, you're like, I can't even chew anymore. I'm so tired of this not great experience.
And then on top of the hot dog eating contest, they've added on to all the competitions, and they have a pink lemonade chugging contest, 1 gallon. And this guy named Eric Badlands Booker, he ended up breaking the world record. And here's a little clip of the announcer interviewing him, okay?
Mm-hmm. With a new world record of 1 gallon of Nathan's lemonade. Badlands, how do you feel?
Excuse the bad manners. Sorry. That was awesome.
That was...
That was the biggest burp I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you didn't know what that sound was, it's a burp.
Excuse the bad manners.
That yelling at the end, too, the ha. Like, what?
This yelling?
Okay, that's enough burps for one morning, Shawn. I feel like I have to say excuse me for him. This is crazy. Oh, stop.
Along with house sitting for the next 2 weeks here, I'm also dog sitting. 2 dogs, Steph.
I did think it was kind of crazy that you would be staying in a house for 2 weeks without dogs. Because it was kind of like, well, it's the summertime. Like, it's not like pipes are going to freeze or anything.
Yeah.
So you have some companions in this house.
And it is perfect. I'm a big dog guy. Girlfriend's with me as well. She's She's working from home, and so she's with the dogs like during the morning and everything while she's working until I come home. And it's always so fun to get you kind of learn a little bit about the dog from the owner before, but you don't really get to know them until you're actually there. Like the one dog, his name's Buddy. He's a little older. He's about like 7 or 8 or something. I want to say he's like a lab, kind of mixed with like a coyote, maybe like a fox of some sort. It's just like a mutt kind of. It's just a little bit of everything. You don't quite know what it's all mixed with. And so Buddy doesn't like to go to the bathroom in the yard.
Oh.
Buddy likes to be taken on a walk through the trail or through somewhere else, and then he can go to the bathroom.
Wow.
Which
he likes
is
the privacy of the forest.
Yeah, he's a little bougie that way.
Yeah, he wants to keep his yard safe for him to be able to walk wherever he wants.
I think so. I think that's along the way. And I also think Buddy, once his owners left, was a little shy as well, because my girlfriend and I were walking Buddy for hours in the trails, and we just could not get a number 2 out of him. And it took 2 days of just up and down every trail around us before we finally got one out of him, which was hilarious. The other one is a little schnauzer, like a 1-year-old schnauzer named Diamond. And love these dogs. And And they're the type of dogs where they just kind of match your vibe. So if you're in like an upbeat kind of energy mood, so are they, and they are absolutely amped to just run around. And then I took a picture of my girlfriend working from home when I got home yesterday, and we have a Buddy sitting on a comfy chair. We have Diamond on the ground on her bed, and then we have my girlfriend like working, and they're all in the same state of calm right there. And it's just like, what a life.
Yeah, those are like the perfect kind of dogs to house it for. It's like, I want to go for a walk. Perfect. Me too. I want to sit down and watch Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Perfect. Me too.
Yeah. Finding how to sleep with them is still an adventure, but we're figuring it out.
In the bed?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.